Last season, right before the start of season 7, I did a video about stuff that I wanted to see in that season. Some of it happened, some of it didn't, and some was uncertain. But I still thought it was a fun video, so let's sequel this thing. Quick aside, the stuff that I wanted but didn't get from last season is stuff that I still want, but saying it again would be redundant and boring, so new list stuff. Here we go! Number 5. What is Holder's Boulder? This is kind of insignificant, hence number 5, but it's something I've been wondering for a while. According to the story that Granny Smith told in Hearthbreakers, Holder's Boulder was a rock that Holder Cobblestone, Pie family ancestor, found in a dragon's nest. To me, that's the kind of information you don't shell out unless you're planning on going somewhere with it. Like how John Cena said he wasn't going to fight The Undertaker, even though that's probably exactly what we're getting at WrestleMania. Wait, hang on. Pony Channel. Right. So I wouldn't be shocked if Holder's Boulder was a dragon egg that hasn't hatched for literal generations. Dragons live a long time, and if Spike's egg is anything to go by, a much smaller egg by the dubs, they're really hard to hatch. So I'd really like to see what would happen if they somehow figured out how to hatch it and how the Pies would deal with a giant dragon who thinks they're its mama. Would be good development for all the Pies, methinks. Number 4, the CMC Grow. The CMC have been rapidly growing up over the course of the series, and regardless of how many in-show years have passed since the start of the series, you'd think the Phillies would have grown a few inches in that time. Grade school kids grow fast, and it would make sense, even if it would be kind of unlikely, if the Crusaders' character models were just a bit taller this season to reflect that growth. I mean, they're meant to represent younger viewers who may be going through similar situations, so there's definitely something to make an episode about there. Number 3, the Zebralands. We were introduced to Zecora in the 9th episode of the series. We are now 169 episodes and 5 movies in. We don't know where zebras come from. We know where changelings, dragons, yaks, griffins, hippogriffs come from, but not zebras. Why? Is it because zebras are coded for African people and DHX feel like they need to be careful with how they portray Africans, especially given Zecora's tribaliness? Now that I say that out loud, that sounds plausible. But still, if they wanted to avoid any kind of controversy, they could just take the Black Panther approach and have the Zebralands be super technologically advanced. Then the main 6 could turn to Zecora and be like, Z, why didn't you ever mention this? And Zecora could be like, dude, the whole reason I moved to Ponyville was so I could practice my creepy voodoo in peace. Do you think they'd really be cool with that here? Number 2, a large role for the Side 6. When Slice of Life happened, I was really excited to see what that would mean for the Side 6. Maybe they'd become more regular characters with more speaking roles and defined characters. But sadly, that hasn't happened. At all. They mostly went back to being simply background characters and occasionally gag characters. Between all 6 of them, they have had 1 speaking role since Slice of Life.
Well, I think vanilla strawberry cream is overused. I guess I never thought of it that way. Thanks, Spike.
Come on, DHX, almost all of them had speaking roles before Slice of Life. I wasn't expecting that episode to be your cue that you'd done enough with them and you weren't going to touch them ever again. So, yeah, please bring back the Side 6. And number 1, Twilight and Spike's early years. The Philly main 6 is almost illegally cute, so more of them is never a bad idea. But of all of the main 6's childhoods, the one I'd want to see the most of is Twilight's. Imagine, not only have you just been accepted into the most prestigious school in the land, but you've been taken on as the personal protege of Equestria's literal god emperor. Oh, and you just hatched a dragon. He's there too. That's a lot for a youngin' like Twilight to deal with, and I think a flashback episode showing how Twi and Spike grew up would make for a very entertaining and heartfelt episode. Who knows, maybe it could even be Season 8's perfect pair. Alright, that's all for me. DHX, don't let me down. It's been a while since I explicitly predicted something that happened in the series, so I'm waiting for my ego to be properly stroked. See y'all later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this thing is going up right around the Season 8 debut, so let me know what you want to see out of this season. Also, don't forget to keep an eye out for my Stardust reviews of the new episodes, and I hope to see you all at BabsCon next week. See y'all later.